right, so I have a theory about J.D. Vance I want to run by you and what we're watching right now. Let's look. The Iran war, the Senate moving bills at 3 a.m., and J.D. Vance is being unusually quiet. Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, they're going hard against Israel. Joe Kent resigned. All of it's happening at the same time. And it's all part of a plan that started years ago, I believe. In 2016, J.D. Vance told NPR he couldn't stomach Donald Trump. He called Trump cultural heroin and America's Hitler. 3 years later, he asked Peter Thiel to introduce him to Trump. You know, Thiel had hired him at his venture capital firm straight out of law school and then backed his startup as well and built a relationship. And then in 2021, he personally walked Vance through the front door at Mar-a-Lago to meet Trump. Then Thiel did something that had never been done before. He poured $15 million into Vance's 2022 Ohio Senate campaign. That was the single largest donation ever made to one Senate candidate for a man with no experience. Then apparently Tucker Carlson got on the phone with Trump and he lobbied him to endorse Vance. And Trump did endorse him, and then Vance won. Then, the day after the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, Tucker Carlson, Elon Musk, and David Sacks launched what Axios called a secret lobbying campaign, reportedly calling Trump directly to put Vance on as a VP. Thiel built him, Tucker sold him, and Musk sealed the deal. And now, while the Iran war is exploding, J.D. Vance is being very quiet. The Irish Times called it a conspicuously quiet and reticent few months. In Michigan, he gave what reporters described as a lukewarm endorsement for the Iran situation. This is obviously a man creating distance from Trump, obviously. J.D. Vance is not looking like Trump's loyal VP right now. He's positioning himself to be the next president of the United States, obviously. And every move he's making right now, the silence, the distance, the open doors, is exactly what that looks like 2 years before you announce. I'm not telling you this is good or bad. I'm telling you what I see. And what I also see is that the people who built him are making their own moves as well, which tells you even more about where this is going. Tucker is going hard on Israel, as is Candace. Joe Kent was on Tucker's show within 24 hours. People are asking, why are they doing this? This is what I recognize from watching this pattern play out in country after country where I sat in rooms and watched political movements get built from scratch. When a dominant coalition is about to transition power, the fractions that want to control what comes next start staking out territory. And right now, they're positioning quietly to own the coalition after Trump. Tucker wants to be the new Rupert Murdoch of the next era. Candace has built an audience of millions that now requires her position on Israel to be vindicated. And Vance is doing the most strategic thing of them all. He's saying nothing decisive about anything. He hasn't condemned Tucker. He hasn't condemned Candace either. And he keeps the establishment Jewish Republicans from walking away. And he keeps Tucker's audience from hating him. He also keeps Silicon Valley money flowing, and he keeps the Rust Belt working class behind him. He's keeping every door open simultaneously. And here's what makes all of this clear to me. Since Vance took office, Palantir, Peter Thiel's company, has nearly doubled its federal contracts from $541 million to close to $1 billion in 1 year. This looks like a long-term financial bet being collected on. So what are we actually looking at here? Well, at least in my opinion, this is not right versus left. This is powerful factions fighting over who controls the machine after the current driver gets off. And here's what most people don't see. That machine, that runs on local government, county commissions and precinct seats and school boards. While Thiel collects his billion-dollar bet and Tucker positions for kingmaker, your local seats are sitting empty, uncontested and unfilled, waiting for whoever shows up. That's the play that most people are completely missing. And that's exactly why we built TAP. We train citizen servant leaders to find those seats, run and win. While everyone's watching the chess match at the top, we're placing pieces at the bottom. That's where real power lives. Find your seat at jointab.us. Click on Find My Seat, enter your zip code, and see what's open in your area. Let's go. And if you want to support us, you can do that too.